Hey guys, it's Mackenzie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we have a shop with me video. This is going to be a shopping with me at the Goodwill outlet, otherwise known as the Goodwill bins, where here in Houston we do pay $2.49 per pound for clothing and textiles. This was not my best shopping trip by any means, but I was able to walk away with several really nice items to resell on Poshmark. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the shopping. Okay, so here we are at the bins. I'm shuffling through, looking at anything that catches my eye, whether it be a bold print or a fabric that may look nice. I'm seeing some stripes and some florals. This is just a plain tee, but I do confirm that by looking at the tag. I don't ever like to assume that something is nothing before I confirm via the brand tag. This I gravitated towards because I liked the plaid and it was a linen blend, but it was just too dated of a style for me to consider getting. The bins were pretty full this day, which is a good thing. That means that there's a lot to look through. This athletic pair of leggings felt nice. They were just by the brand Colorful Koala, which I believe is sold on Amazon, so I did go ahead and just move those to the side. This is a printed blouse by Jessica Simpson. The boho print did make me look at it further. I do like getting boho items, but Jessica Simpson just doesn't have too high of a retail or resale value, so I did leave that. This Guess shirt, it's a men's short sleeve casual button-up shirt. I did think about getting just because I like to have items to list in my men's closet, but I do have a higher average sales price in that closet of around $30 plus, and so I like to stick to that. And so I didn't think that that Guess shirt would fit that bill. This orange woven bag caught my eye. I thought it was really cute, but it did feel lower quality when I picked it up and felt of it, so unfortunately I did also have to leave that. This knit caught my eye just because it looked really nice and higher quality, but it just ended up being St. John's Bay. I thought it might have had a wool blend to it, but it was 100% acrylic, which you guys know if you've watched my channel for a while, I do like to skip on artificial materials like acrylic, polyester. They're cheaper to manufacture, they're not as breathable, they're not natural, and so therefore they do command less of a sale price in my opinion. Same kind of case for this. This is Intro, which is a brand that I do get sometimes, but this was just a pretty plain 100% polyester, so again artificial material, blouse top there. I did just move that to the side. More lower end items that I'm shuffling through. This I immediately like because I like the material. It's that gauzy cotton, kind of muslin cotton that's been really popular. I also really like the neutral patchwork design and the frayed hems. It also has mother of pearl buttons, which I think is always such a pretty detail. It was a size large. It looked like it was in excellent condition, so I was actually pretty excited to find this. This is something that I am very confident will sell quickly just because it is so cute and it does have so many sellable factors to it. These trousers are by Banana Republic, and I briefly considered getting them because they are a specific style. I believe they are the Sloan style. And with career wear, some people find their favorite styles like the Banana Republic Sloan trousers and search that out specifically on Poshmark to buy. But in the end, I left them. They weren't a great size. They weren't in excellent condition. This Ellen Tracy blouse, I could tell was 100% linen upon feeling of it, which I do love natural fabrics, linen, cashmere, wool, that kind of thing. But that style of top was just dated. This little floral top I was interested in for myself and I do end up getting. I've already tried it on and it's very cute, very flattering. So I was happy to find that. And then continuing on, I am again searching for anything that looks to be higher quality. Over the years, you can just kind of tell with certain prints and fabrics what you kind of gravitate more towards. This print I immediately look at just because I like the colors, I like the print, I like how minimalist it looks. It's kind of boho, and I do end up getting this for myself, but I don't like the way that it fits, so I think I'm just going to take this to Plato's Closet and see if they will give me the $4 that they give me typically per item, and I will end up making a small profit on that, even though, you know, it didn't work out in the end. This pair of pants by Forever 21 looks really trendy, and it's very like Y2K 90s style with the corduroy and the waistline, but I don't like picking up Forever 21. It just, the retail price is so low that there's not really room there for profit. That was a Sanctuary green tank blouse that I also left behind, and those Time and True cargo pants were just from Walmart. This is a For the Republic sweater. Even though it's new with tags, I still do leave it because, again, the retail price is just not enough for there to be room for a profit that would be worth the time with what I would have to invest into the piece, getting it hung up, steamed, photoed, listed, shipped. This leopard print catches my eye. It's by Lucky Brand, and this is the newer tag from Lucky Brand, so I'm excited to see this piece. It is a midi length, which automatically makes it more substantial, and the fact that it has long sleeves. It's a size 10, so a good size. All of the buttons were there. It's fully lined. This is something that retails for a little more. This dress is probably, I would say, at least $60 retail, maybe even 75-ish. So there's a solid room there for $25, maybe $30 profit, or actually maybe $20 to $25 profit, I would say, after all fees are taken out. Lucky Brand is a solid seller for me. It's very boho, but people know it, they like it, very reputable brand. Then another knit I'm drawn to. I like the pointel design of this. It also looks like it could be like a wool blend, but it ends up just being Old Navy. And so I just kind of stop with the investigation once I see the tag. Then I spot this Talbot's chambray popover blouse top. Even though this is very basic, it was a plus size. However, it did have some staining, and so I just moved that to the side. If it didn't have the staining, I probably would have grabbed that just because it's a great closet staple and it was a good size. Continuing on our hunt here, it's a lightweight kimono. More leopard print I spot. These are new at tags jeans from the brand Vibrant. They were in a size extra large and they are a classic print, but once again, that brand just doesn't retail for much. Those retailed for probably around $50, I would say, and I don't think it's a brand that people are actively on the Poshmark app searching for daily, and so because of that, I'm not going to get them. I'm really trying to focus on fast sales, in-demand brands and styles, and those just don't line up with that. Then I see this really pretty print, and I can tell the piece is 100% silk, so I'm trying to kind of dig it out of there versus just yanking it because I don't want to rip the silk. It's a really pretty muted blue floral design, but upon further inspection, there were 0 tags and the lining did feel pretty low quality, and so for that reason, I didn't end up getting this. If it had felt a little bit more substantial, I might have considered it. This is just a Lauren Conrad basic long sleeve shirt, another brand that the retail price just is not good for resale. That was an express top, same kind of thing. But we are not giving up. We are continuing to look. This print, again, seems really cool. This is a Karl Lagerfeld blouse shirt that has some kind of map print to it, which I thought was neat. Anything that's a little bit more interesting of a print does sell well, but unfortunately that did have some staining, and Karl Lagerfeld, in my experience, has not sold for much, and so I was fine with just moving that to the side. The feel of this, I could tell it might have had like a linen blend to it, or I think it maybe was 100% cotton, but I thought it was kind of cute. However, it just is not substantial at all. I might have grabbed that for Plato's Closet in the summertime, but I have no need for it now. These jeans are by Altered State, which Altered State does have a relatively high retail price compared to more fast fashion brands. And these jeans were brand new, I believe. They still had like a partial tag to them. They were a great size. I want to say a size 31 or 32, and also a trendy cut. They're a more looser kind of 90s dad fit jean, boyfriend fit jean. And so I did want to get these. They did feel really high quality, and these probably retailed for, I would guess, like $80-ish. Don't quote me on that, but I do know that Altered State does have a relatively high retail price, and people are actively on the Poshmark app searching for it. So all in all, I was excited to find those, and we are continuing on here. Another fun print here. This is very tropical. It is CJ Banks new with tag, size 2X. Even though this does have some sellable factors to it, being plus size and being new with tags, I still did leave it just because the seasonality isn't there right now. We are still in colder weather season, and people are not actively searching for CJ Banks every single day. It's not a super trendy, popular brand, I would say. This t-shirt I can immediately tell is Lululemon just by the feel of it. It is one of their more popular styles of shirts. It's called the Back in Action shirt. They have it in short sleeve and long sleeve. Both perform well, so I was excited to see that. Then I stumble into more new tags. This is BCBG Max Azria. And upon further inspection, that was just kind of a dated style. I also don't really love getting that brand. Again, it's not something that people seem to really just be seeking out and trying to buy on Poshmark. This is a pair of express wide leg pants. I did like the cut of those, the comfy elastic waist pull-on pants. That is a cut that sells very well for me, but express, again, I feel like a broken record. It's just not a brand that flies out of my closet. And on this shopping trip, I'm really trying to focus on fast sales, in-demand brands, and styles. So I do end up leaving those. More new tags here. This is by the brand Club L. I had never heard of this, but the tag did look kind of interesting, and it was a plus size. This is size 16. So I do give this a quick Google search and look at comps, but comps were not great. It also was extremely heavy, and so I would have had to pay up for it a bit, which is something to keep in mind when you are purchasing at the Goodwill outlet. You are paying by weight. This shirt I could tell was 100% linen, which did draw me to it initially, but the condition wasn't great. I had never heard of the brand, and again, I just did not think that it would sell quickly in my Poshmark closet. We have another fun boho printed top, not very substantial though, unfortunately. Now we have a polka dot printed dress, and once again I could feel this was 100% silk right off the bat, so I'm trying to kind of dig it out from where it is versus pulling it. I like the juxtaposition of these smaller polka dots and the larger polka dots. I like that it's a maxi length dress. Obviously the 100% silk fabric is a great selling point. That is a higher quality material. I'm just looking for flaws here. I'm also trying to kind of gauge if I think this is a dated cut and style. I'm kind of on the fence about it. It's definitely a vintage piece, and so the brand is not going to carry it. It's definitely going to be the style and cut and material, and so I'm trying to figure out if I think that those factors are going to be enough to carry this. It is also unlined, so it was pretty sheer. You'd have to figure that out with like wearing something underneath it. And so that was kind of the reason that I decided to put it back. But then I was thinking it does have a lot going for it. So in the end, I throw it over my shoulder to think about it further and just continue looking through. I spot this Jane and Delancey printed button-down shirt. The size tag was cut out, but I could see that it was at least a size extra large, probably closer to plus size. And I liked the novelty heart print. It was very cute, but I didn't think that this would sell for much. And it may have had a spot, I can't quite remember, but sometimes I will get this brand if it has an extra cute print to it, but I just didn't think that that shirt would sell quickly or for much, and so I did leave it. And I believe we are at a new row here, so they just rolled this bin out, and I'm trying to quickly find some good items because all of this merchandise is not picked through yet. They've just put it on the floor. That is why everyone is gathered around. I see these jeans. They were Abercrombie and Fitch, but for children. And then I spot some floral prints. I like the color of these, but they were just universal thread by Target. This top was not anything expensive. I see this floral embroidery, and with how vibrant it is, it catches my eye. It's really pretty. It's a Chico's floral embroidered silk blend vest. And again, I was trying to quickly decide if I thought that was dated or cute, but I didn't want to spend too much time deciding that then. I just put it over my arm so that I could continue digging while the inventory was again fresh and not picked through. This is a pair of Nike sweatpants, and they did seem to be trendy and like a style that would sell quickly. However, the condition wasn't great. The drawstrings had some discoloration. And with sweatpants and loungewear and pajama stuff, I like it to be in like new condition when I will be reselling it. Then I see this graphic t-shirt, Keeping It Cowgirl. I thought that was cute. You see this kind of stuff here in Texas all the time, but it didn't feel like it was high quality at all. And then I spot these athletic shorts. These are by the brand Free People Movement, which is a line within the Free People brand that sells well for me. It is their athletic line. And so again, I do throw those over the shoulder to look at closer later. This is a lacy satin camisole tank, and these can sell well. I think people like to layer them over t-shirts, but it just didn't feel very high quality. It felt very kind of thin and flimsy. Then I spot the same Chico's embroidered vest in a different colorway, but I did like the orange colorway more, so I just left that one where it was and focused on the orange floral printed one. I did kind of consider bundling them, but I don't think that that would be an item that would sell well in a bundle. I like to stick to basics when I'm bundling stuff, like a lot of 3 black, white, and gray t-shirts as an example, or maybe a lot of 2 Lululemon leggings, just very similar items that have the same cut and style and size. This is shapewear. I do tend to look at shapewear, but I didn't think that that brand had a high retail price, and so I just moved those to the side. We have a pair of Shein pants. You find a lot of fast fashion here at the bins, and I do not really pick up any fast fashion. I try to avoid it unless I think it would sell really quickly. This is a New Attacks Liz Claiborne scarf, and I'm drawn to it because it is a neutral gray color, which I do think would appeal to a wide audience, and it was New Attacks. However, it was very plain, and Liz Claiborne, again, does not have the highest retail price or demand on the resale market. I do end up going back to get the scarf though, because it is a good basic and obviously it is in excellent condition. This little crochet vest I think is really cute, but it did not feel very nice. If this had been like a thicker knit, I probably would have grabbed this because it is a trendy style, but the seasonality is also off. This is a very summery piece, and I just, again, didn't think that it would sell quickly this time of year. This vest, I do end up leaving. I think if we were going into the October, November month, I would have gotten this, but I feel like the time of year where wearing this vest would be the best has just passed, and so I don't want to wait a whole other year for October, November to roll around to get that sold. This scarf I see is a 100% silk Tolani brand novelty bird printed scarf. It's so pretty. It does have some runs in it, which I will disclose, but I did still want to get it because the runs are not super noticeable, and I think it does have enough going on with it to carry it beyond the flaws, like the silk material, the novelty print. So here I am grabbing that Liz Claiborne gray new scarf just because I know that I can easily put this on my mannequin and take some photos and hopefully get it sold quickly for around that $15 to $18 mark, I would say. I like this print. It's just Chelsea and Violet, which again does not retail for much. It is a very pretty print. It kind of reminded me of Spell and the Gypsy, but I, don't see that selling quickly or for more than like 15-ish. Just a graphic t-shirt there. And as you can see, it's a lot of rummaging through a lot of bins to find some items to take home to resell. This looked like a really nice, cozy graphic sweatshirt for the Green Bay Packers, which is a very popular team. And so I knew that there would be an audience for this. Loungewear, cozy sweatshirts, cozy sweatpants, they all sell really well for me. And so I do end up getting this. The pilled look is intentional. It kind of has that wild fox vibe to it. And I just confirmed that by looking on the inside. The inside looked brand new, excellent condition. And so that kind of clued me into the fact that the pilling was intentional. So I add that into my stack of items to look at further. And then I come across this pile of what I believe are someone's go backs. They had them in their cart and then they put them back for one reason or another. This is a Tabitha Webb tunic top, and it didn't feel like high quality. I haven't heard of that designer, but I don't think that it's anything that I would have wanted to get. This, on the other hand, is a J. Crew sweater that I have sold in the past, this exact sweater. It is an alpaca merino wool blend, and it is in a size extra, extra large, which is a great size. It was in good condition. This is J. Crew's signature fabric called the Coziest Yarn, and people do search out their sweaters on Poshmark using those keywords, Coziest Yarn. It's basically just a certain fabric blend with the alpaca and merino wool, so you do want to make sure that you use those keywords if your sweater is in that certain material by J. Crew. And so I'm just looking around in this same spot to see if I see any more items that this person put back. I noticed this 100% linen yellow jacket by Coldwater Creek. I did like that this was 100% linen. However, it was a petite size and it was really short. I also thought that the yellow color might have a harder time selling, not being a neutral color. And so for all those reasons, I did go ahead and leave that. And then I'm just doing a double check to make sure that there's nothing else in this little area. That was just an ANA top with a low resale value. This is Vince. This is one of Vince's newer tags. It is a white button-down career blouse top with puffy sleeves. Really nice cut, very minimalist and high fashion with the voluminous sleeves. However, it did have some makeup on it, but because this is a white color, I think it'll be easy to get that out with just a little bleach when I wash it on delicate. And this is from the year 2022. I did see that from looking at the interior tag, and so that was another reason that I did want to get this, because it is a newer piece. I love the cut to that. It had a cutout in back, which is kind of juxtaposes the piece. It's kind of a trendy cut with the cutout, but more of a business style top with the button up front and collared design. So this is this cut of sweater was really popular last year around winter time. It's just basically the turtleneck and sleeves. There's no body to the sweater. Zara sold a lot of them. I forget what they called it, like a sweater shrug kind of thing, but I haven't noticed that style being popular this winter, and so I did leave that. It also had no brand to it. This t-shirt I thought was really cute for me. It's just a Las Vegas printed graphic t-shirt, and it felt kind of worn in, which I like with my t-shirts. That makes them extra comfy, and so I do add this to my stack of items that I am considering buying. I do thrift pretty much all of my own t-shirts. That's the best place to get t-shirts, is the thrift store. This is a Free People Beach cropped button-down cardigan sweater. This was originally part of a two-piece set, which I did know when I very first saw this because it's a pretty popular set, but I still decided to grab that because I think it would sell on its own. It's also a linen blend, which does elevate it a little bit. And the Free People Beach line, as well as the Free People Movement line that I was mentioning earlier, they both sell particularly well within the brand for me. And so with that being a neutral color in excellent condition, I think it should do okay. I am going to add a lot of keywords: beachy, boho, festival, lounge, comfy. This jacket catches my eye. It's like a faux suede jacket. I believe the brand is like Hot Mode. Either way, it's lower end, very like lower end boutique kind of piece. It didn't feel great. The faux suede did not feel great, but I did like the cut of it. It is a little bit more substantial, being, you know, a jacket cut. It still had the belt to it, but it was kind of heavy, and all in all, the quality just was not great, so I didn't end up picking that up. This little girl skirt was cute. Okay, so here I am sorting my cart, starting off with the polka dot silk dress. I'm trying to see what my mom thinks about it, and we both were kind of on the fence. If this had a lining to it, I think I would have purchased it, but with it being so sheer, I left it. I think it would just be kind of hard to wear with how sheer it was. These Free People Movement shorts I do end up getting. I like selling this brand. These are so lightweight. I probably paid about 75 cents for these individually, and I will hopefully sell them for around 20-ish. We have the Green Bay Packers graphic sweatshirt, which I do also end up getting. I'm just double checking that it's in good condition. This jumpsuit I picked up for myself to wear around the holiday season, but I tried it on and it's just too young and trendy looking. I think I'm a little too old for this now, so I do end up giving that to a friend, and I think she will pull it off nicely. This J. Crew sweater I do get, and I am very excited about. It has a lot of sellable factors to it. The size, extra, extra large. The material, alpaca merino wool. It's a neutral color. It's in excellent condition. The seasonality is great. The Vents button-down top I just found. I do also end up getting this, and I think the makeup will be pretty easy to remove. This Vegas graphic t-shirt I do end up throwing back. I just have so many t-shirts in my own closet I don't need anymore. The Free People Beach top I do end up getting. I wish I had found the bottoms, but that's totally fine. This Liz Claiborne New with Tags gray scarf I do get. I plan on just throwing this on my mannequin and taking quick photos. I think having a mannequin really does help with selling accessories. It really shows how they fit and like the length of the scarf, how big it is, that kind of thing. Another scarf, this one I'm super excited about. The brand is Tolani, which is sometimes sold at Anthropologie. You guys know that novelty prints sell phenomenally well for me, and people love birds, so I think that should do really well. It's 100% silk, very high quality. This Lululemon Back in Action short sleeve shirt, I was excited to find. Unfortunately, it did end up having a hole, so I'll probably just give that to a friend. It's not an obvious hole, so I think it's definitely still wearable. These Altered State jeans are in excellent condition. I'm excited to find those. I think they'll sell probably around $30. Same for this Lucky Brand button down leopard print midi shirt dress in a size 10. Great size, excellent condition, more substantial with the longer length and long sleeves. This is fully lined, so it's ready to be worn. You don't have to figure out, undergarments or a slip or anything like that. I do see a surface spot, but I'm doing the scratch test to make sure that it easily scratches off, and it does. So that goes into the pile of items I will be purchasing. This top I really like. It's a patchwork neutral gauzy cotton button-down shirt. Definitely getting that. This floral top I grabbed for myself, and it does fit really well. I have already tried it on. I think it'll be really cute in spring and summertime with white jeans. This flannel I also grabbed for myself, but like I mentioned earlier, I'll probably be taking this to Plato's Closet to see if they would like to buy it. They'll probably give me around $4. That's their average price. And with that, we are done sorting our cart. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy, please feel free to leave me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, y'all.